Good morning, everyone. I'm Meg from LovenStamps, and this is the 4th of July edition of Maker Mornings with Meg. So fun to gather with you on a holiday. I know some people are probably getting ready to go to parades, or they're getting ready for afternoon parties, or getting together with friends, or honestly just relaxing because it's a holiday. So I wish you the best for all of your 4th plans. And today's project is a really quick, excellent way to add just a little bit of fun to your 4th, a little bit of holiday crafting that you can kind of whip together as you're going out the door and just take as a little treat for somebody wherever you're going, or make for yourself because they're just fun and cute. You can use any punches that you have on hand. I'm going to show you a couple special ones today, including an online exclusive and one from the clearance rack and one that has been really popular. And I am going to show you all of these with a circle punch as the base. So you really need a large circle punch for this project. This one happens to be, I can't find my newest big one, 2 3/8 inch, which is an online exclusive too. So we're gonna use this, which is 1/8 of an inch smaller. But the bigger your circle punch, the bigger your tiny treat boat. So I guess it's not tiny anyway, you get the idea. So this is a really fun project to add to your day. Make sure you leave me a little comment if you're watching from somewhere and how you plan to use this. So with that, the next big question is going to be what kind of candy, chocolate or mints? So you'll have to decide that kind of thing too, but that's about the size we're going for. We are going to use the tropical leaf stamp set and punch, which are part of the online exclusives, which is my reminder to tell you to tune back on July 6th for several big things. I will show you some sneak previews of those as we go along. But July 6th will start bonus days, and I'll explain that also. So a chance to get some extra crafting goodies with your discounts. So, all right, with that, let's get started. I'm gonna switch cameras over, and sorry for the shake. There we go. So like I said, chocolate or mints, you'll have to decide which one's best. But either way, we're gonna start with a circle punch. So for my colors today, I have picked Sweet Sorbet and Orchid Oasis, which are maybe a little bit less saturated for 4th of July colors, but they fulfill the red and blue very nicely, I think. So I'm just gonna give us a couple of these because we're gonna make a couple boats, I think. Or I'll make at least one and then I'll show you some finished ones. So, all right, so we have our circle punch. And like I said, the size isn't super important, but what is important is getting the score lines straight on it. So I'm gonna show you 2 different ways that you can do this. In the video description, the supply list shows the Simply Scoreboard, which I do love for so many purposes, but you can also use your trimmer, and so I'll show you that version too. So like I said, my box here or my circle is 2.5 inches. If you're using 2 3/8, you're gonna wanna be a little bit off, but basically find the half point and then go ahead and mark it straight lines, without turning. On this one, I'm gonna go 1/2 inch from the center on each. So this is at 3/4 inches and 1 3/4 inches. And then I'm gonna take that, after I've got those first 2 lines, I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees, kind of try and get it as straight as possible, although it's not like a super stressor if you don't. That part is actually a little bit easier on the trimmer, so I'll show you that here in a second. And again, I'm going to keep that paper from moving. You saw that. And I'm going to go ahead and score those lines, okay? Now, as I said on the trimmer, it's just a little bit easier. Make sure you're using your scoring blade, not your cutting blade. Hey, Trish, happy 4th. So again, I'm going to measure here. You might find this one a little easier with 2 3/8 inch, so you can kind of subdivide in half. It doesn't really matter so much as long as you're consistent. So I'm going to do this, let's see, we set it 3/4 inches. Here we go, scored. And then I'm going to line that one up over here and go 3/4 inches on the other side. And I'm going to keep that score line there straight and go this way. Now you might find it a little easier since I have these lines right here. Let's see, can you guys see this? Kind of. since you can see the black lines right there, it makes it a little easier to keep that score line straight. So I'm gonna go there. I'm using this line right here to be the 3/4 inches. And then I'm gonna turn this over here to 3/4 inches again. And again, keep those horizontal lines straight and score across there. So either way you do it, you want to make a big cross there on your circle, okay? So once you've got that set, then you're gonna go ahead and take your snips and you're gonna cut up to the score line on each corner, just sort of across from each other. So 4 cuts, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna leave those tabs there and you're just gonna fold these like so. And then these are going to slide into the side. So this is how our boat is going to come together. Let's zoom out a tiny bit. I feel like you guys are really close up there. There we go. So now I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue, which is my favorite for this. And I'm going to show you a little tip and trick. So I have my glue. I'm going to keep those flat and I'm just gonna go ahead and put glue on all 4 corners. You wanna look and see sort of where your boat is going to fold together so that you can kind of predict where you need that glue to be. And then I'm gonna do these kind of one at a time here. And I'm just gonna pinch, da, 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 da. That was probably long enough. Don't mess with it too much because remember the multi-purpose liquid glue takes some time to grab. If you were trying to go really fast and make a whole bunch of these and you didn't want to wait the da-da-da time, you could, of course, just grab some little clippies and pop those on there. So I don't know about you, but little clippies like this are like my most difficult to resist office supply. I don't know, I just think about office supplies when we get back to school time, but if you have a difficult to resist office supply, make sure you leave it in the comments there. Okay, so we have our little boat. So now what to decorate with this? We have a number of choices. I'm gonna show you one here with these leaves from the Tropical Leaf Set, which is kind of a fun design. And we're gonna go ahead and do this for the 4th. So I've got my Orchid Oasis ink pad here, and I'm gonna go ahead and ink this solid leaf here. Oof. Make sure you're looking through. You can see where there's a little part of that leaf that's not inked very well. So with photopolymer, we have this awesome perk of being able to see what we're doing. Okay, so I have that pretty leaf there, and then I'm gonna need this for another. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it off. Like ink magnet, I tell you. If you don't have chamois, you're missing the boat. Ha 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 ha. All right, and then I'm gonna use this stripey one here. So we have this little leaf vein, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab another black for it so I don't have to remount my other one. And this, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp twice. We're gonna do one color on color. Oh, I think that's too close to the bottom. One color on color here, and one on the white paper here, so that we have our stripey pieces here ready to go. Then I'm gonna take this. Hey, Carol, happy Independence Day. I'm gonna go ahead and punch one of the pieces there. I'm going to go ahead and punch our piece here. Now this is an online exclusive, so if you're thinking, I did not see this in the catalog that you sent me, Meg, that's because it's not in there. Stampin' Up! Has a handful of products that they come out with occasionally throughout the year that are just pictured in the online store, which is really fun because it means we don't have to wait for a new catalog to get new things. So speaking of that, when Thursday, the 6th, so this Thursday, there are new online exclusives coming, and there's a link in the video description to online exclusives. So today it'll show the online exclusives for right now, but if you wait and look on Thursday, or go back and look Thursday, you'll be able to see the ones that are coming out that day, which include some very cute things. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my trimmer here, and we're going to add some extra stripes to our pieces. I'm gonna hang on to those, and I'm going to line this up. So with my trimmer, see how I can line this straight line up here? So I know that I am getting sort of a straight line as we go. And then I'm going to assemble so that I don't get too many pieces stray here. So I'm gonna pop a little bit of glue on here and add this. One of the great things about multi-purpose liquid glue is that you have that chance to shift it, so you don't have to worry quite so much about hitting it exactly right the first time, because you can move that over. So we're gonna make a red and white striped leaf here to go with our blue background leaf. So, all right, and then I'm gonna grab this. With tiny pieces of paper, take your pick tool. Definitely a great way to pick up those things that are just hard to handle with your fingers. And then let's see, we're gonna make this another stripe here to get it straight. Yep. Okay, so that piece I would set aside and use on another piece. And then we're gonna use this piece here in the center here. So I'm gonna pop some glue on the back. Okay, so now we have a striped leaf, all right, to go with our 4th of July. And because we just cut it from another punch piece, it's exactly the same shape and size. I didn't worry too much about whether I got my stamped lines in the right place, but honestly, they turned out pretty well. So, okay, now these pieces I can save, because if I stamp another one of those red leaves, I can just add them, and then I would have a second leaf. So it's kind of make one, get one free here on the leaf parts. All right, so now we have our boat. We have, hey Deborah, hey Vonda, happy 4th, guys. Make sure you, if you have fun 4th plans, make sure you pop them in the video, in the comments here, so that you can share what you're doing. And so now we have these cute little 4th of July leaves, tropical leaves, to go with our theme here. So I'm gonna look at where they fit on the background, and I am going to, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put some, I'm gonna bravely go where no glue has gone before. I'm gonna bravely just pop some glue on there and stick them there inside our little boat. Okay, so I'm gonna give that a hold for a second, about that long. And then we have a little backing there. So of course, then we can put our candy in. I kind of like the silver for this one. A little nugget fits nicely in the bottom of our boat. And then it needs a little bit of bling, right? Hey, Mary. If Sue is here, she would be reminding us to add bling. So I'm going to use the slide and stick method here to pop a couple of these in color dots on. Now, in the video description, as I've said, there is a supply list. You can click on to find those. And one of the things that I did for this was I used, we're going to use all supplies from the 2022 to 2024 colors. So the in color dots are going to match the ink pads that you need for these, and they're going to match the cardstock assortments that you can get for this. So this is a really neat set of supplies for projects, because they go so nicely together, and you can get them as assortments. So you don't have to buy like a whole pack of the Orchid Oasis cardstock. So kind of cute, right? So I know that the tropical leaves are not necessarily super related to the 4th, unless you're someplace tropical. But I really like them because the shape punches make really great little treat boats. So speaking of shape punches that make excellent treat boats, I have another one of these to share with you. So we'll set those aside for now. And we're going to stick with the colors here from our first one. So we're going to use a blue boat. So let's do our quick, we made this boat. We got this boat scored. So let's go ahead and put this one together. And you can see how quickly this comes together with a punch. You could, of course, make these with a die, like a circle die that's bigger. But honestly, you can't beat a punch for the quick factor. Remember to tap your glue down so that it's at the top. Oh my gosh, Trish. I'm glad this floats your boat. That's so funny. Yeah, get on the boat, make some treats today. Join us on the Good Ship treat or something or other. Treat, Good Ship lollipop, Good Ship treat. I guess you could put lollipops in these. They could kind of like lay to the side. All right, so that's how quick the boat came together, right? Then we're going to grab our new punch for this one. Not new, but returning from the clearance rack. This punch is almost half price. It is a really good deal. You do not need a specific stamp set to go with it. I'm going to give you some really cool tricks for making the most of it. And if you don't have the Strawberry Builder Punch, you have to get it. So not just for 4th of July either, I promise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by punching a couple of strawberries. So there we go. I'm going to not worry too much about all the other stuff that's there. You could use a strip of paper to get like just your strawberries if you wanted to. And then I'm going to use, like I said, a strip of paper here to get my greens. And I said we were using the in colors, the 2022 to 2024 in colors. So that's what these are. This is the Parakeet Party. And so it comes in the same assorted cardstock package, which just makes it really slick for you. And then we are going to use some basic white, which isn't included in that package, but you want it anyway. Sometimes I get people who contact me because they're like, well, my stuff isn't stamping right. And I often ask what kind of cardstock they're using. All white cardstock is not created equal. So keep that in mind. The Stampin' Up! Basic white cardstock is very special. And it is designed to work really well with ink. So it accepts ink really well. It has the ability to just get really crisp, clean stamped images. So if you are ever having trouble, think about where the cardstock you are using came from. All right, so we have these strawberries now and these leaves and these toppers. They look relatively plain, okay? So what I want to do is I want to show you a trick for adding some texture to these that really will up the game a little bit. And we need two things. We're going to use our Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to use the stylus here that came with my, actually, I think you don't even need them. You can use your Take Your Pick tool. Okay, well, I don't have mine on here, but there's another tip here that is the stylus tip. So either pull your stylus tip out from the package where it's stored. Hey, there's a random sequin on there. Can you guys see that? Let's see. There we go. Random sequin stored inside my Take Your Pick tool. Or if you don't have it handy like me, then just use your stylus tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my stylus tool to add some lines to these. And let's zoom in just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of do an arced line here. And I have my mat underneath so that I get a nice depression kind of space here with my stylus tool. So this can really kind of make a nice groove down there, and you can really see kind of what you're doing. And then I might give this a couple little lines. Oops, that was the wrong direction. Okay, there we go. If you're ever not sure which direction your lines are supposed to go, just grab a stamp or something and be like, oh, okay, the lines arc this direction. Or try it and then redo it if you did it wrong like me. Okay, so there we have some shaped, I should leave it here, some shaped lines there on our punched pieces, okay? Same thing, I'm just gonna give these a little bit of a shaped line here. So that they have some interest to them also. And then I have a special treat for the strawberries. And for the strawberries, I'm going to use the pokey tool here from my Take Your Pick. And I'm going to give us those strawberry dots like that, that cover most of the strawberries. So instead of like popping little seeds on there with ink or whatnot, I'm just going to go ahead and poke those through. Okay. So think about, adding texture to your punched pieces with this kind of trick. Really simple way to add those. Then, of course, I'm going to pop just a little bit of multi-purpose glue at the top of these and set our stem pieces on. And you can see that they have just a little bit of dimension, a little 3-dimension to them too. So they have just a little bit more interest than this is what we started with. A flat piece here. versus this. So be sure to add those extra little touches, okay? All right, so I have a couple strawberries, a couple leaves. Let us get this out of the way and come back to our treat holder. So I'm gonna pop a leaf here in the back, and we're going to, I'm gonna use a Stampin' Dimensional to put these two pieces together. So this is actually a mini, and I'm gonna pop it right here. You can make these as dimensional as you like. And our strawberry is gonna go here, but I wanna add one more little thing to it. I wanna add one of these little white flowers, which are also very much flat, so we're gonna fix that. But before I do, I'm gonna grab one of these yellow centers. These are the adhesive backed solid gems. So they are not from the In Color collection, but they're just so perfect in yellow. So I'm going to slide and stick that gem in the center, and then I'm going to, hey Patricia, happy 4th. Pop this on here, and now I can add this here, a little dot of glue to the bottom of our strawberry. So now we have just some cardstock and this punch, along with the extra bits that we added with our pokey tool and our texture here. And we're going to add this here to our boat. So pop some glue down here at the bottom. Add this strawberry to our boat and give that a little hold. And then let's see, we can add more chocolate, or this one we could pop in some candy here, some little peppermint candies or something like that. So, all right. So lots of fun possibilities there. So those are a couple different, actually I'm gonna leave this here with the chocolate. Then we have our chocolates with our leaves, we have our strawberries, and I have one more little boat punch to show you. Let's see, this is gonna have to be I feel like I have to finish this here. I'll set it aside for later. They're just too cute to go to waste. All right, our last one is going to be the punch bundle, which is right now on low inventory. So if it disappears, it'll be back, but don't wait too long to grab this. If you are thinking about shopping, actually, let me show you this really quickly, the bonus days deal here. So here is bonus days. So this starts on July 6th, which is Thursday. And starting on Thursday, you will be able to, let's see, how do I move this here? Starting on Thursday, you will be able to, for every $50 you spend before shipping and tax, you get a $5 coupon. There's no limit on how many coupons you can earn. So that is kind of a cool, let's see, kind of a cool deal. The coupons that you earn will come via email. So make sure that you check your email and save those coupons that come through, and just don't lose them, because then you will redeem your coupons in August, between August 1st and 31st. You can use as many coupons as you want. So if you have like 6 codes, you can put them all in. You'll put them all in and make sure you use them before the month of August is over, because that is your time to use your bonus coupon. So July 6th, so starting Thursday. So this little monkey guy here, I have him all set up here on a block already. And I've shared some projects. So if you're looking for little monkey ideas, make sure you go back and you can check the LovenStamps blog for more monkey bundle ideas. But I'm gonna go ahead and stamp him here on our piece of Orchid Opulence cardstock. I am going to punch our little monkey friend. And then I really like it when his little cute features are contrasting color. So I've got this stamped here on a piece of basic white, and I'm gonna slide it down to grab there. And let's see, I got one little earpiece, and then I need one more, and it doesn't matter how clean it is, so I'm gonna just grab it from my scrap there. And let's assemble our monkey friend. So he'll have a face, and oops, that was a lot of glue, but that's okay. A little ear. So I'm gonna pop this on here. Again, take your pick tool, is my friend. And I'm gonna pop those little ear pieces on. Okay, he's so cute, right? Clearly he needs a banana to be holding on to. So let's grab this. I'm gonna use Sweet Sorbet and stamp our banana and punch it out. And then we're gonna add that to his hand here. So here you go, monkey. Don't be far from your banana. Let's see. There is our little monkey banana friend. Okay, so there we have our little monkey. Now the problem is that he doesn't show up super well on a blue boat, so we're gonna give him a red boat. But you know what else we can give him is a nice red leaf to be backed with. So let's go ahead and stamp ourselves from our tropical leaf stamp also. So these kind of are a fun match for each other. And I'm gonna punch this out. I love punch projects. They just go so smoothly and quickly. And then we'll need a boat. So we'll make a little boat. So what kind of punches do you guys think, what kind of punches would you use? Would you use to decorate your little monkey guys? Let's see. Okay, I better do this in the corner. I was gonna do it in the middle of nowhere, but let's see. I think any of the character punches would be great. The turtle punch that's also in the clearance rack would be an excellent choice. There's a link in the video description for all of the punches that are currently available if you want to check out which ones are there. And the nice thing, if you log into the Stampin Up store, if you log in to your account in my online store, your cart will hold, it won't, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Your cart won't hold items from inventory, but your cart will save what you were shopping for. So you could go put some things in now, and then on Thursday when the bonus days start, you could jump in and go ahead and submit your order. So save you some time on Thursday when that goes live. I think that it will go live, as far as I know, it goes live at like 12:01 Mountain Time, sort of in the wee hours of the night for some of you, and actually not that late if you're on the East Coast or West Coast. If you're on the West Coast, it's not that bad. Okay, so there we have our cute little Sweet Sorbet boat, and we have our little monkey friend here. We're gonna go ahead and pop some glue on the back of that part. There's our leaf, and then I like the stick here. We're just gonna pop a dimensional there on their leaf, and then we can add our monkey friend, and he can just kind of float up there at the top. So he can have, maybe he'll get the little peppermint candy for the 4th. So, all right. So all kinds of little fun treats for your holidays. Let's see, let me get all of our pieces in here. I don't think I can't hold them all. Anyway, all right, so you guys kind of get the idea. Lots of fun ideas. A neat way to add just a little bit of stamped celebration to your day. And I hope that you guys are excited about the other stuff. Oh, excited about online exclusives is maybe also what we should be. Let's see. The online exclusives, let me jump over here. I'm going to show you a picture of these. Online exclusives, this is a sneak peek of what's coming on Thursday. So on Thursday, we will have some new Christmas in July items. So we have, this is just a few of the things. So there's some pretty papers here, some pretty winter scenes to kind of cool you off, some dies. There is, if you want to scan that QR code, you can see what's going to be there. But I think that QR code won't go live until July 6th. So don't get too excited. Here are the One Horse Open Sleigh Suite collection items. So there's this cute little jumping hare, some trees, the sleigh ride, those winter scenes to go with it. And then, oh my gosh, snowflake adhesive back snowflakes in copper and gold and white. I'm so excited about copper. I love it. And then the Timeless Charm bundle there, which is a floral set with some thanks and really pretty elements there. So all kinds of good things are coming and more. So there's the one that people are super excited about. Let's see, I'm gonna come back here. The one that people are super excited about is that there is, speaking of punches, a little pickup truck punch. So you could punch out little pickup trucks. I grabbed 2 other punches that I thought would make really cute little boats to go with our boat project here. One is the sailboat. So the sailboat builder punch is another one, a lot like the strawberry, where you really, oh, I didn't add the decorations to this one. Okay, well here's this one. I added some extra jewels to our piece. Those are those in color dots. But like the strawberry punch, the sailboat builder punch is really a great one, even without stamps to coordinate. And then finally, the hedgehog builder punch would be really fun. So these little favors would be great for treats, for parties. They would be great for shower favors. They would be great for all kinds of different occasions. So customize your little treat boats, your tiny treat boats for whatever you have in mind. So Trish has already got her mind going. She's got them for her little monkeys. Yeah, all kinds of fun ideas there. So, all right, guys. Well, like I said, have a wonderful 4th. I hope that your day is filled with great celebrations and that wherever you are enjoying it. And I will look forward to seeing you on Thursday. And of course, on Thursday, we can take a look at all of the new online exclusives that have come out. All kinds of good things coming. So thanks guys for watching. Have a great day and happy stamping. Happy 4th of July.